a game with his friends, I would have invited him. Trust me,
Yeah.
he loved those podcasts. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is what I mean. I know Blazing Phoenix has been in a couple of Ivans, the Anchorman one. So what we all need to do, like, if like, I mean, we've all got our channels now. So if we can like cross promote stuff, like Blazing Phoenix should do one and invite us, and then we'll just get like more viewers on the channel anyway. So anyway, we're live now. So give Master XP1. We've got the first podcast. We've got Jason. Give us a shout, Jason.
yeah, it's me. I'm Jason. I'm from the Caribbean, and my console is a PS4. And I love any games that I like. I play them, whatever.
Yeah. And we've got Blazing Phoenix.
Hey, this is Blazer Phoenix. You know, I'm a multi-console owner, but I prefer the Xbox. But with this respect, keep it game, man.
That's the one. Keep it gaming. That's my motto as well.
Yeah.
Right. The first topic I want to get onto is the upcoming E3 2014. I'm going to start with Jason on the PS4 side. I can only see Microsoft winning this one with the exclusives. We've not heard nothing on PlayStation 4, only like from the order. We know Drive Club's been postponed until next year. So just thinking, like, what are your expectations of E3 2014 for this year for PlayStation?
I've posted a few thoughts on the background, but I shall go a little more in depth right now. Well, as we know, the Drive Club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if it's coming out next year, because remember they went back to the drawing board, right? To make it a lot better,
Yeah.
So that Drive Club is like a 50 and 50 chance, right? But hopefully they might give us some more information at E3 about Drive Club.
Yeah.
Right? So let's talk about like the PS4 at E3. Well, we all know that since in the PS2 era, PS3 era, there have been a lot of exclusives, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully at E3 we probably see that we probably get in some new IP, of course, right? That they announced it last year. So we want to know what these new IPs are. Maybe it could be a God of War 4, but maybe God of War 4 maybe next year, hopefully, because I think God of War Ascension came out like last year, somewhere around February, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, and hopefully a lot of people want to see Gran Turismo 7, but that won't probably come out until next year, because Gran Turismo 6 came out like around November, December, like last year. So there's a lot of things we should expect. We should expect more exclusive, because as you see, like the Xbox have a lot of exclusive, that the Xbox One, and we all know the PS4 have a lot of exclusive, but in a sense of when it comes to like exclusive wise, I probably might see a rising exclusive both here on both Xbox One and on PS4.
Yeah, good. You see what makes me worried, Jason? Sorry for interrupting. What makes me...
no problem. Go ahead.
Drive Club was supposed to be an exclusive launch with a console.
Yeah.
And we're talking at least 15, 16 months delay on this game.
And the studio had some layoffs.
And the studios had layoffs, you know. I mean, it does. I mean, I'm not knocking Sony at all. I'm not knocking PlayStation brand. I was a PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 owner. It just, if I was a PlayStation owner now, I would be worried at the current situation of what's going on. It's not just like every like month these are getting laid off. These like staff from these studios. It's like every other 2 weeks, and it just gets a bit worrying. So.
They need more criticism.
What's your thought on that, Blazing?
Well, I think Sony really right now they need to show some games, because remember they're saying that for the gamer. I think they really should come out strong, because you know they have Microsoft on the ropes right now. They have the fans that they back. I think they should come out and try to finish Xbox right now. You know, release a lot of exclusives or something. Maybe some new features. Talk about the PlayStation Now a little bit. Maybe talk about new features coming to the console.
Yeah.
That is true. That is definitely true. But what shocked me though, right? There was a few weeks back in our group, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
I posted the PS4 was launched in how much, like 30 something region, right?
Was it
53
50?
countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
53.
Right, and Xbox
13.
13.
was
Yeah.
in 13 the main region, right?
Yeah.
My take on that, in a sense of like both in games, what he said was right in a sense of the PlayStation come out in all these region and they're just in front of Xbox for like boy like 2 mil or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
so.
I think it's close to 7 million now. What PlayStation have sold?
Right, almost close to that.
Yeah.
What got me surprised though was North America.
What surprised you?
It surprised me that
They beat Xbox.
why Xbox haven't sell more in North America, and that was like their biggest market. And right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
PS4 still dominating the market. That shouldn't be. That should not be.
Was it last Christmas? A lot of people just bought a 360. So I think a lot of people are still hanging on to the 360.
Well, that is true. A lot of people still hanging. I have my PS3 here, and I hardly play it. It's only when it comes to well, I don't know you guys play these games like One Piece, JRPG, and
Yeah,
this type of stuff. I love these games.
like Bleach.
So
Mm.
I would always hold my PS3 for that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And basically they said in the next 3 years they won't be making any games or whatever for it. So no. So basically you still gotta take advantage of that. So I guess as much the Xbox, they probably bring on some other games for the Xbox too, right?
Yeah, I think they're holding on to the 360.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people don't adopt consoles until the price drop.
Well
Well, that is true, but I mean, the Xbox One console has had 2 price drops since Titanfall
Yeah.
dropped, and Titanfall's not been out for a month yet. So
But-
I mean, and with the delay for Titanfall on the 360,
but only in UK, right?
yeah, I'm in the UK. Yeah, it's had 2 price drops there in the UK within a month. So I mean, I think the PlayStation 4 now in the UK is dearer than the Titanfall bundle, the Xbox One Titanfall bundle.
Yeah.
So
But
I
back
don't
to one of the main question they asked me at E3, right?
yeah,
My prediction, I just hoping they bring back certain classic from like the PS1 era, the PS2 era, like Black,
yeah, yeah.
games like Sparrow,
Oh, Spyro, yeah.
but bring them back
Rapper.
on next gen form. You're working the game, you make sure you have a solid story, make sure the gameplay is good, so it's worth it. You don't have to let people say that, oh, the old game was better. No, this is new technology. You're bringing out a game that was there before, so of course you gotta make it better.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see games now coming out, just to make it better.
That's
So
true, yeah.
hopefully we expect a lot at E3 for the PS4 and more exclusive.
Yeah, I think PS4 will have a big impact at E3. I think they've got something up the sleeve. I think they are going to announce a new IP, like what you said. Even if it's God of War, a new God of War,
No.
Ratchet and Clank.
To be honest, they
Jackie
talk about
Jackson.
God of War, they might give you a teaser trailer,
Yeah,
teaser,
teaser trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, for Uncharted.
but definitely they're going to show a demo of the order.
Yeah.
Definitely, they already bring out a teaser for the Uncharted, so definitely we want to see a gameplay trailer.
Mm.
And
Yeah. Maybe something Last Guardian.
But they won't want to bring out main games instantly. You bring out the main games a year after. So all these games at E3 possibility, quite 2015 later down in spring, it probably might come out.
Well, I think if we could talk to Xbox side now, Jason, thanks for your
No problem.
points there. Blazing, I reckon we're going to get a lot of stuff being shown here.
Exclusive.
I reckon we're going to get a Gears of War teaser trailer.
Yeah, at least probably the chainsaw leaf.
Yeah, I reckon we're going to get something on Halo 5. A bit of gameplay, probably.
I think, yeah, probably gameplay.
Yeah, and I reckon we're going to see. I think they're going to plug the indie games as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now that Phil Smith's the head of Xbox, I think we're probably going to see a lot of crazy stuff at E3. Because they said the show was so big, he had to cut some stuff from the show. Because he was going over the 90 minutes.
I think they get a 90-minute slot, yeah. And I think he said he was he has to pull stuff out what he wanted to show. But obviously now he's going to be a very busy man now anyway, between now and E3. He's got so much to do, and I reckon they're going to pull out a new IP. I reckon it's just going to. Yeah, I reckon they're just going to pull out, and I just reckon this year Microsoft are going to have the best E3. I think.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to come hard because Sony got them in the corner, so it's gonna have them to push much harder to get the fans back on their side after the DMR incident.
Yeah.
Before you say that, right, about the Xbox, I have a little problem with it on the side, and the Xbox. It's not about the winning the fans. You have to remember, Xbox was not really a fan of exclusive in the last gen that gone. So they realized that was one mistake.
There was multi-plat.
Yeah,
that was one mistake they made. And one of the director or somebody in Xbox, they said they did not really cater for JRPG, and that was a big mistake for them too.
It was a big mistake, yeah.
Was that Diametric?
No, I think it was Mark Whitten, I think.
Mark Whitten? Alright.
Yeah, I think it was Mark Whitten. Yeah.
One of them. That's two mistakes they made. So right now I hope they correct that mistake.
I think they are this time. Because then they say they're trying to get Resident Evil 7 exclusive. There's a rumor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, Phil Spencer's been brought in now. I'm surprised because he had an interview with Major Nelson the other day. I don't know whether you've seen it. And
yeah, I saw.
He was sort of like, he wasn't dissing the way they presented the Xbox One last year about the TV. It was all TV. Yo, Daryl's in. Hello, Daryl. How you doing, man? He's in. Yes.
I told you I was computer illiterate.
Well, you didn't know anyway. You didn't know. So, yeah. So, what was I saying then? Yeah, last year Microsoft and the Xbox focused on
entertainment.
TV, yeah, entertainment. Now, Phil Spencer said in this interview, we may have been wrong about that last year. We know the backlash we got. Well, what about the games? What about the games? But this year, he has promised. He's been put into that position now to talk about games. Games. That's what we need, and that's what they want. And I think he's going to do a good job this year. So
yeah.
You have to remember, life is all about experience, and Xbox. The way they went down the road, like last year, they tried to correct some big mistakes this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I want to see because I want to get an Xbox, no lie.
Yeah.
But I want to see something that is what to me, because remember, like I say, I'm a JRPG fan. I'm a massive JRPG fan, and that is something Xbox will really base itself on last gen. But I'm not saying that the games what they had was good, but I want to see a multi-wide.
What game for your taste?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. They only had like Eternal Sonata, Lost Odyssey, and Blue Dragon, and it looked like they were starting to push towards Japanese RPGs, and then they just started dying, and they didn't keep going.
Yeah.
They didn't keep going.
Yeah, if they keep it up, I think they need to keep the momentum. I think that since Sony lit fire under their ass, so they're gonna have to keep it up. They're gonna start losing to Sony again.
Yeah.
But in a prediction of saying who winning, like Paul said, he might say that Xbox win. They will have to come really good, because you remember, Sony have so much exclusive and so much game they can bring back.
Yeah.
But that don't mean they bring back. That don't mean they're gonna make it good as what the first game was, right?
See, this is the worrying point, Jason. With all these layoffs at these Sony studios now, have they got staff to make these?
The manpower.
Yeah. have got the manpower. Microsoft took half of the Santa Monica studios. Microsoft
Yeah,
jumped on that straight away. As soon as they went, Microsoft hired them. Darryl, sorry about this, mate. I don't know if he's watching before. We were just talking about E3. We've got Jason on the PS4 side of it. I was just saying, like, what do you reckon Xbox will bring to E3 this year? Do you reckon they're gonna like wow the consumer?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they have a lot of things that they haven't shown yet and that they haven't talked about yet. I think they're gonna show a lot of games, but then I wouldn't count Sony out. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out something like God of War or something like
That's
that,
yeah,
something out of their sleeves. But I think that Microsoft is going to show more innovation with the the updates and the features that they got with their console.
yeah.
And I think that they're going to have some surprises. And who knows, maybe even Rare is working on something besides
yeah.
freaking the daggone Connect
Connect
Sports for the
Sports.
rest of
Yeah,
their
true,
lives.
true, yeah. I
I
forgot
think
about that, actually.
I think they should unleash Rare. Rare had a lot of good properties. They had remember Jet Force Gemini. They had a lot of good games. It's like they seem like they've just been doing that by avatars and Connect lately.
Yeah, I think when Microsoft bought the studio, I mean, like you say, Rare was a good thingy, but all they had them doing was just making stuff for the Kinect on the original Xbox 360. If you remember that game, what was actually shown when the Kinect come out, it was like I think it was a Kinect game with a little boy, and you could like tell the little boy where to go and all that. I remember seeing that demo. I think it was E3 2010 or 11, something like that. But that got scrapped. Rare was on that for a year and a half, and that just got canned.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think maybe they should stop trying to make so many games for Connect and maybe just keep it as like a like a vocal mouse,
Yeah.
like a third arm, and then focus more on hardcore games, like with the controller. Because most people don't really want to use the Connect unless it's like using it for voice control. So I think they should try to keep it as like a mouse or something.
Yeah.
And then try to innovate more with games.
I agree with what you just said, because when I got the the one, everybody, well, all the Sony fanboys was like, who the heck wants to play games on that and wave their hands? And I said, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Connect Sports Rivals
game,
look pretty
I'm
cool.
getting it for the features they offer with the voice command.
Yeah. I think they should just focus on the features, like making a mouse.
Yeah, that does look cool. But for some reason, it doesn't work in my house. I tried the demo, and every time I try it, it keeps saying that there's something in the way. And the only thing in the way is the couch behind me.
So I got some bugs to work on to Connect.
It is a bit sensitive, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it recognises my door as a guest.
Yeah.
This year is going to be a very unpredictable year.
Yeah, it is going to be.
Very unpredictable. You won't know what is coming. Both sides might pull out a wild card,
Yeah.
Just like last year when I was watching the E3 on Spike TV. I think it was Spike TV online.
Yeah.
And Sony was talking about a Wonder Book, and the rating just dropped. All the views
And Red Book.
I was like, what the hell is going on? And as soon as they finish Wonder Book, and you just see Kratos' eye just pop up, the whole views just gone up. All the views just gone up. So something like that, I think, is going to happen. But I just don't know what the hell they're going to put for you. Seriously.
I am looking forward to seeing The Order. That game interests me. I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more on The Order 1886. Now, I'm just wondering, has that got a December release date or something? Sometime near?
No, it has no release date as yet, but I think it's in spring.
Right. Well, I am looking forward to that.
It does look cool, like a steampunk game.
Yeah. I mean, from the video I saw, it reminds me of the Gears of War with a covering system. From that video, what I saw, it was just like a bit like Gears of War. So, another topic here now. The X12 rumor. Now, this is only a rumor. It says Xbox exclusive titles what are out now. When the X12 actually drops, we know it's not dropping till next year fully. into the system, but it will help these already exclusive titles what are out on the X1 already.
Yeah,
Well,
like they go back.
I'm not a big software engineer, but DirectX 12 at a point, if you look at DirectX 11.2 they're using right now, or is 11.1 or something, right?
I think it's 11.2, is it, in the X1, I think? Or,
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
software to run on good hardware is yes,
yeah.
but I won't see no big improvement. Much improvement, even though if you have DirectX 12, but it might improve, maybe making certain stuff for games easier and faster and better.
Yeah, that's what I think it implements. I think it helps it. I
Yeah.
think it stabilizes frame rates and ratio on that. So, because they said by the end of the year, all games on both consoles will run at a steady 1080p, 60 frames per second. Now, I can see why Microsoft went with, even though like the PS4 runs these games, you see the frame rates drop. Now, with Microsoft, they locked it at 30 frames per second, and everyone was giving stick and stick and stick. I think I made a video on it. I was giving Dead Rising 3 stick. Why is it 30 frames per second? Because when that come out, that dropped to about 9 frames, 10 frames in some scenes of the game.
Okay, let me explain this to you with Dead Rising. You cannot have Dead Rising 3 on 60 frames per second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that now, yeah. I understand that now. But I mean, even I criticized, I mean, like, all these frame rates and the ratio on games what were dropping. And you've seen on the other side, on the PS4, that they were running at 1080, 60 frames per second, even though they weren't holding the frames.
You see, like a game like Dead Rising, right? Or I should say Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like
Right?
chaos.
We're expecting more players on the field. You see, the more players on the field is a less frame rate you will have to drop. You see, a game like Dead Rising, you have so much zombies, right? That frame rate cannot, it won't be stable. That's why 30 frames per second. When you have a game on 30 frames per second, you can add so much into that wall,
Yeah.
make it look beautiful. But in a 60 frames per second, the quality will look good, but there is certain particles running on 60 frames per second, it just won't work. Maybe later on, they might find a way, to have so much players or so much AI on the field running at 60 frames per second, and they should aim for that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that Direct 12 probably gonna be more for the exclusives, for the Xbox exclusives, is where it's really gonna shine. Because Microsoft will have more time. Because the third party, they're not gonna really want to take the extra time and utilize all these tools. Because they gotta make it for the PS4 as well. So they're gonna be on time and a budget. So they're gonna just make them kind of the same and then get them out there. I think like Halo 5 and Gears of War is really where Direct 12 is gonna shine.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I mean, Halo 5 is going to be dropping. Is it? Have they got a release date this year for that, for Halo 5?
Nah, I think they're gonna probably delay it.
Yeah, that's what I
Watch
think.
E3.
Yeah.
I know that thing gonna be incredible though.
And Halo 2 supposed to
Halo
come out.
5, it might not come out this
Definitely
year, it might come out next year.
I hope they do delay it because I think they need more time.
Yeah, not only more time because of Titanfall. You see,
Yeah, that's
Titanfall
true.
will not come out. It not come out.
They'll
And
suck it up. And
if you have
Destiny
a
too.
like Halo come out maybe in the next 3-4 months, everybody will stop playing Titanfall.
Yeah. And don't forget Destiny too, because it'll come out close to Destiny.
Yeah.
Exactly, you understand? And there's a lot of first-person shooter games that are coming out this year already.
Yeah.
So
But
what do you
I think
guys think of
definitely, I know a Call of Duty would be coming out, so they would be mentioning that E3.
Oh man, Call of Duty.
I don't
You
want to
got Call of
hear
Duty
that
yet,
game. It was a worthless buy.
Sam? Yeah.
Seriously.
Are you guys gonna buy the new Call of Duty?
Which one? What, the
It's
Ghost?
supposed to be a new one by Sledgehammer.
I don't know. I think I'm done with the Call of Duty series.
I mean, I'm kind of done with the Call of Duty series, but if they bring back Modern Warfare, a new Modern Warfare, I have no problem playing it because the whole whole feeling about the game, and shooting is far different than Ghost and Black Ops. It was
Yeah.
much.
I think Ghost is too campy, happy. Yeah. A lot of guys be hiding.
Mm. What are your thoughts, Daryl, on this DX12?
Well, I think that it's going to improve the games a lot more than people think it might.
Mm.
And like I don't think we're going to see anything from it this year. Um, and we might not see nothing from it until maybe the middle of next year, something like that.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
next
Really,
E3.
I really think that they really going to take advantage, like he said, of
This,
the exclusive games, and I think they may even push Halo 5 back just because of DirectX 12.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be coming out with Halo 2. Now, why would they have Halo 2 and then have Halo 5? They'd be
I would
competing.
love that Halo 2. I hope that's true.
Mm.
Well, that's what I heard, that it's supposed to be coming out this year, so I don't
Yeah,
see
that's a
why
lot of
Halo 5
room.
will come out.
Oh, that's the Halo 2 anniversary, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Well,
anniversary, innit?
they-
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I never was a fan of Halo, so I cannot say about the game, but definitely I
Yeah.
play the game, and the game do look very smooth, and the multiplayer look fun.
Yeah.
I think Halo was one of the first games as a multiplayer on the original Xbox. I
Yeah,
think that's
Halo
what brought.
2.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember spending hours and hours on that. I was at college at the time, and I was
Yeah.
on it till 4 in the morning, and I was getting. I remember getting my ass kicked off my mum saying, "You
Yeah.
all night," you know. But I mean, that was just one of the games what actually revolutionised the Xbox brand. That was the game. I think
Yeah.
does it sit as the highest game sold in history that on a console?
It might be that or Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Halo got me into Xbox too. Because before I was a Sony fanboy.
yeah.
Oh, you was a fanboy, not just
Yeah.
a fan?
I wouldn't say I was a fanboy, but if somebody said something bad about PS2, I would say something.
Yeah.
I'm not like these nuts today that's threatening people's family.
Oh,
I wasn't
no.
like that. It was more like for me, it was more of like your favorite basketball team. It was like
Yeah.
fun.
Hmm.
Well, I don't see anybody talking about the last era, because we all know in the PS2 era these games were like
Oh
classic.
my God.
They were like
God sent.
Godfather of
Devil
games.
May Cry. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I remember spending hours and days and
Yeah.
weeks on that.
I made a video saying that PS2 is my opinion, is the greatest console ever made.
Yeah.
It is the greatest console.
Yeah, because I remember fond memories, like, about to bring me in tears think about it.
Mm.
Like, remember the first time you played Grand Theft Auto 3 when you first ran over a dude with the car, beat him with the bat? Yeah.
We have memories on that. Right, let's move on then to these exclusives what are dropping on both consoles. I'm going to start with Daryl. Are you interested in The Division first?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a lot of people talking about how great it's going to be. We don't know until we play it. But as far as the way it looks and the way it looks in place, hell yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
That thing looks freaking awesome.
Yeah. And it's going to be an always online game. So if it does have a story, it'll have something like what Titanfall have done with a campaign in there. But
Yeah.
I think if you've noticed now, a lot of games are focusing on more multiplayer than story, whereas it used to be a story and a bit of multiplayer. But now they seem to be implementing this. But like what Daryl says there, I am very interested in this. I keep looking for news and updates on this and new
It's not
videos.
much.
Yeah, and that Snowdrop engine.
Oh, it's
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Did you see the steam coming out of the
Oh,
sewer?
yeah.
I'm definitely getting that game.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
also
to say I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah.
Because all the games I like to play is mostly all multiplayer and RPG, JRPG, so it's a must. It's a
That
must.
game look incredible.
I also have a feeling that that's going to be one of those games that get pushed back to next year.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I
I've got
mean,
so much hype
I
on
would
it.
like to see it come out, but I just have that feeling it's going to get pushed back.
Yeah, I think it is too because it's too close to Destiny. because after Destiny, and I think they want to need more time after the Watch Dogs thing.
Mm.
Well, I don't know what your guys' feelings is on Destiny, but I'm not excited for Destiny. I would actually have to play it. It just ain't doing nothing for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Destiny, I was, but I'm still excited. I'm still getting it, but I'm not excited like how I used to be excited before when I now see it. But I'm
but the
still.
division.
Mm.
I think the division and Destiny do look cool, but I say when Borderlands 3 come out, it better bring it, because the division and Destiny, it looks nasty.
Yeah.
Because I heard they making a Borderlands 3, it's a rumor.
Mm. Borderlands 3 or Crackdown 3, I heard.
Yeah, I hope they bring back the original team, like find them guys.
Yeah.
Since they got laid off, they have to be not doing nothing right now.
Mm. That's
I
right.
know I might be saying something that's sacrilegious, but if they come out with Crackdown 3, I would like to see them go out of the cell shaded area and go for more realistic. That's just my
Yeah.
personal opinion.
That might be cool, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Have like a more complex story to it, you mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know what you mean. I got you there. I got you. Watch Dogs.
Do you think that?
It's a must get, you know. What I consider that game as a next gen, only one reason why on the console is the way they implement hacking
Yeah.
and multiplayer world at the same time. It's like if all of us are playing, like all of us playing the game, all of us are on the same server. You probably playing a main mission, right? I can just accidentally pop up, see you, I probably just hack you, you know? It's
Yeah.
intertwining the world, you know? Hack everybody, see if they can hack you, see if you can run from them, run from the law, run from you, run from your own friends, you know? They take it to another level, you know? That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It looked cool, but the only problem I had with this is because they kept delaying it. I
Yeah.
kind of lost the steam.
Yeah, you see, that was like me. When I saw that, I think we seen the first, was it the first trailer? Was it E3 2012, that?
Yeah, I think it
was.
was.
We seen that trailer, and it was like one of them, you sat back in your chair and thought,
Like,
wow,
wow.
this is good. And then they brought that video out in February, or early March, and it looked like GTA 5.
Yeah,
And
his
they
face
said-
looked. He looked
Yeah.
dead in the face.
And they said it hadn't been downgraded. And
He
that's,
looked dead in the face.
yeah, and that's what made me a bit. I mean, I'm not a graphics or a resolution or
Yeah.
anything. I like a good game with good gameplay. I don't mind whether it's in 8-bit or 16-bit. But from what they've shown here, and then what you see there, it was a big downgrade, a really big downgrade.
The problem with that is it got your hopes up.
Well, about a downgrade, right? We all know they say the same thing about Infamous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen any downgrade. It's like it was far better than what we see at E3.
Mm.
Didn't Infamous don't have shadows?
Huh?
They have
Yeah.
shadows, and yeah, they do have shadows, and they don't have shadows. On some scenes, you'll see him where it's Delsin running through somewhere. Or I think Jason might be able to clear this up, because I've not actually played Infamous. I've only seen gameplay on it. Is it just the cutscenes what have the shadows off the characters? Because there was a gameplay footage what was posted, and it was like running in a tunnel, smashing everything up with his neon powers, and we couldn't see any shadows.
No, well, I look at the game when I beat the game the first time, and I didn't really looking at the graphics much because the game was so interesting. But when I played the game the second time, and I really look at all the graphics and how the details were and the shadow, I mean, the shadow, everything was just looking good. I mean, after I played the game the second time, I said, wait. I said, was that the first game I actually finished? I mean, wow. But at the same time, the game do look good, but people will speculate.
Yeah.
The game looks
Let's
beautiful.
wait and see how Watch Dogs gonna be like when it
Yeah,
comes.
wait for the gameplay.
I'd say Rise and Infamous Second Son are defining for each console as a next-gen game.
Yeah.
So you've got Rise on the Xbox, and you've got, I mean, it's just them colours in Infamous Second Son. I was watching a live stream one night, and I was like watching it for half an hour, 45 minutes, and I was amazed by all the colours, what they've got into it, the fog, the lighting.
And the neon light.
Yeah, and I really got into it. And I know a few cats in the groups have played it, and they've said, like, you know, Oh, is Daryl gone? Oh, he's gone. He must have got lost connection. I know a few people have played it, and they've said it's a great game, but I think there's some DLC dropping. Is it next week?
Well, I'm not too sure about the DLC, but there's an in-game DLC that, like, you will have to play specific missions.
Yeah.
And you go on the Sucker Punch website. You look at all the items that you get. You speculate. You check the numbers and all this type of thing. Then after when you did that, you got to go back on the game now and complete that mission. After when you completed that other mission, you got to go back on the website. So it's like a kind of investigation thing. That DLC is all about showing you how Infamous became infamous.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure if they're going to bring out game DLC. I'm not too sure about that. Because I haven't even heard a DLC for Rise neither. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess they just probably make these games just for the next gen, just for launch title.
Yeah. I think 2 or 3 years from now is when we're gonna see the true next gen games. When they truly that's next gen, no games on 360 and PS3, then we're gonna see some real incredible stuff like Gears of War and the new God of War.
A question: how far are they going to take gameplay and graphics? There's only a certain limited. There's a limit to everything. It's just like sports. Like, how far again will they take the graphics? How far again will they take the physics?
Yeah.
Well, Xbox say the Xbox One is built for at least, was it
10
15 years? 10, 15 years. So I don't know how far we're going to come. Like, I know it's like an entertainment system, but I mean, Xbox have got massive plans for this console. And now with this PlayStation now, what's actually dropping? I know some people have signed up to the beta and are actually using it. But what makes me a bit concerned about that is you can play PlayStation now on a tablet on on the new Sony TVs, and it's not just incorporated for the PlayStation. Like, you can stream these straight to your TV or to a tablet or to your phone or whatever. So
they're making a disincentive not to buy the console.
Yeah, I mean, are they, like, how long have Sony got on their side for the PlayStation? I mean, how many years expectations do you think they've got for that?
Well, I'm not too sure about that, but I'm really not too sure. Yeah, about that.
Daryl, did you say you've got a PS4, Daryl?
Yes, I was actually, before you hit me up on Facebook, I was actually streaming Titanfall, me playing it on Xbox through the PS4.
That's cool.
And there was a lot of haters in there too.
I was, in the playroom.
Oh man.
Yep.
PlayStation After Dark. I
Yeah.
guess that's how they call it now.
The playroom.
PlayStation After Dark. That's how they call it.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Nintendo? Because you see all the cool stuff we can do with the Xbox One and PS4. And then Nintendo guys.
It's anything about Nintendo. Nintendo, even though they're not
in the console war
with Xbox the PlayStation, Nintendo is like in their own category for themselves.
Yeah.
You know that you cannot talk about Nintendo because Nintendo could take over Sony any day, Xbox any day.
Yep, they've got cash reserves up to last them 15 years, I believe.
It's not really about cash reserve. They're playing their ass. I'm telling you, they're playing their ass. Why?
Yeah.
They have so much game they can bring back. They refuse to bring back. Only milking Mario.
Yeah.
That's so much game people want because they want games that was on the NES. They want games that was 64. You know?
Do you know what I'm surprised they've not brought back Mega Man?
Yeah.
I cannot believe they've got a Wii U there and they haven't brought Mega Man out.
Yeah. But I think Capcom, they're gonna make that multi-plat.
That's their problem. That's the problem, and that's why they're gonna fail with the Wii U. They're not bringing back games that people want.
Yeah.
They think people want a new Mario. People don't want a new Mario.
Yeah, they want some bring
They
back
want
Earthbound.
at least something new because, to be honest, Nintendo don't need no multi-plat game. They don't need it.
Yeah, they
Well,
need a perfect.
Watch Dogs has been delayed on the Wii U.
Well, I don't care about that, but like I said, they don't
Don't be
need no
surprised to get
multi-plat on the
canceled.
Wii U. Focus on Nintendo games. Focus on your stuff. Focus on. I'm surprised they haven't even bring back Paperboy. You remember Paperboy for game?
Yeah, oh my God, that was fun.
They're not bringing back these games for the small handheld. They're gonna fail.
Yeah, I think they should have made that 2DS either. There was no
Mm.
need for that 2DS.
Waste of money. Waste of money.
It was just
Yeah.
all money. It's all money to them, innit? They got a 3DS, a free 2DS, a bleeding thingy. They've got everything. They had they come out with the GameCube, the Nintendo 64.
I love the 64.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
64
yeah.
and the beast. Yeah,
Yep.
I was fun on that. Yeah, so I think Nintendo will make some noise though at E3.
Is Nintendo coming to E3?
I think they are. Yeah, I don't think they're at PAX East, are they? Sony's
No,
at
I think only Microsoft going.
Yeah, I think only Microsoft are going. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what makes me worried. You see, on Sony's side, if they're not going to PAX East, why they're not even showing like a representation there?
Yeah. I would like to say maybe they're holding all their big cards for E3, but that's still, yeah, they should at least send somebody, like show some indie games, show something.
I think it was Daryl who posted as well. He said the PlayStation camera's gone up $10.
Well, I found out. I looked at some other websites, and I think it's GameStop that's sticking it to the customer because I got it
Right.
for
GameStop.
$70. Now I don't know if it's gonna go up eventually everywhere else, but I think it'd be dumb for them to go up $10 when somebody can say, "Well, I'll go somewhere else and get it for 60."
Yeah, GameStop is scum.
Mm.
You guys ever bought a game for GameStop brand new and it was broken?
I haven't done that yet. I mean, I download all my games anyway, so I don't worry
Yeah.
about that.
Well, me, I don't live in you guys' region, so there is no GameStop, there is no game shop, none of that. You understand? I just buy my games digitally, you know?
Yeah, I like digital. The only problem I have with the Xbox is it needs a hard drive now, the external hard drive.
Yeah, it does. It does need an external. I think there's one going to be dropping in May. I think they're going to bring another update out to support that external support for HDD.
Yeah.
As soon as that drops, I'm going to get a 2 terabyte one. I'm just
Yeah,
going to
me
stick it
too.
at the side of my Xbox, and that's what I'm going to do. I might even go from physical to digital. I've got about four digital games now. What I own. The only time is it's just the install time with the X1 with the PS4. You just put it in and it installs within 2 minutes, 3 minutes. On the X1, as you know, you wait for about half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah. But PS4 is kind of better with hardware.
Yeah.
That's where I find it funny. My friend was downloading something right on the Xbox One or installing something, and the install take like almost close to half an hour, right?
Yeah.
I think that was the FIFA. I'm not too sure what it was. Some game, and the same game that I have on my PS4 that took like about 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like what? I said to myself, "Come on, man!" I said, "Xbox, don't do that."
Yeah. I think it is that the Xbox was rushed because remember, I think the Xbox was supposed to come out in 2014.
Yep. They said that there was going to be one console coming out in 2013 and one in 2014.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
I
all
think
the
they tried to
features
rush
that was
it.
missing from the X1, you can tell they rushed it out the door so they can get it out there.
Yeah.
What's up, Battleground gamers?
All right. What's up?
Now we got
Hey, man.
Bradley in the building.
What's up, Bradley?
Are you in Battlegrounds, Brad?
Hello?
Brad, are you in Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
All right,
That's-
man.
That's
All
how
right.
I found this group. Well, this podcast.
I don't know whether you've been watching. Have you been watching it?
I just got in.
Oh, right. Well, we've just been going over like E3 and that. What console do you own?
I got the PS4 and PS3 and the
Right.
Vita. So
Well, we've got Jason here. Jason's
I
a
don't need it.
PS4 owner. We've got Daryl, who's a PS4 owner. Morris is a PS4 owner, but I think he's pro Xbox, Morris, and Daryl favours Xbox more, I think. So yeah, what we was doing, we were just talking about E3 and what we reckon Sony will bring, what we reckon Microsoft will bring to E3. And my opinion was that I think Microsoft and Xbox are going to actually dominate this year's E3. So
that's possible because you got Phil Spencer, who's an Xbox boss right now. So,
He a freak.
but all we have right now is just rumors and speculations of what's gonna happen at E3.
yeah,
I just want release dates.
yeah.
Yeah.
These people, don't forget Nintendo. I mean, come on. Don't leave Nintendo, man. I mean, we can talk about Nintendo, but don't leave it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you know what's kind of funny about this podcast? Didn't you see the whole time what we was talking about was Xbox and PS4?
Yeah,
We didn't really think about Nintendo because they don't think of them as competition anymore.
No, I know it's true that it is true. But if you think about it, if it wasn't for Nintendo, we wouldn't have an Xbox or a PS4.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
Well,
My first console was Nintendo.
right
well,
now.
to say in a sense, you have to remember, right? When Nintendo started out, was Sony was the one that used to, Sony was the people that used to make the games and
Yeah.
the idea for
Yeah.
Nintendo. And they realized that I think something that happened after they branched it off together, and Sony realized that Sega came out with a disc, right, for games.
Yeah. Nintendo refused to upgrade to this.
yeah, they did.
Them
Save the cartridge. Yeah.
wanted to branch off now, so that's how Sony became like PS1, because if you really check it out, you have to remember the PS2 was a master of back in them race, right?
Oh my god.
And you see, the mastermind left Nintendo and make their own, and they became
And they
top.
Sony.
So
PlayStation.
yeah,
I got my own. That's what happened.
yeah, like I said, that's the reason what happened, because you gotta remember Sony used to make games for Nintendo.
Mm. See, they tried it. The GameCube was discs, the small. They had
Yeah.
the small discs for the GameCube.
Yeah. I like those days.
Yeah, they were cool. They were cool. They're like the little UMDs you get in the PSPs,
Yeah.
like that. So, but at the time, the PlayStation 2 was the only console. What was 90% of the population of the world had a PS2. There was no competition then.
Oh my god. PS2
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's a
DVD.
beast.
I could remember
Yeah.
like when I had the PS2 and I didn't have no memory card. And it was,
Yeah.
GTA, I think was Gran Turismo 2. Yeah, like I left that game on for the whole day until I come back
Yeah.
just to finish the whole game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That happened to me with the original PlayStation. I was playing Final Fantasy 7 and I didn't have a memory card, so I left my PlayStation on so long it burned out.
Big burnout.
Yeah, it burned out. It fried it.
Right. Next topic, PlayStation. Now, I'm going to ask obviously Jason and Brad on this. Are they going to be using the PlayStation now when it actually launches?
It depends on what's being offered.
Yeah.
As of right now, like if certain games will come out to the PlayStation Now service, like one game I'm looking forward to next year is called Persona 5.
Yep.
Brave it, man.
I love Persona.
Mm.
Let's be honest, right? They can take PlayStation Now to a next generation. Here's what I think. You bring the PlayStation Now, right? To show it at E3, right?
Yeah, they're gonna show it. Watch.
Yeah.
The games, hopefully, they probably might remake certain games, right? From PS2, PS1 era. They bring that specific games on the PlayStation Now. You understand? Because people gonna want to play the remake later on. right? So you bring that on the PlayStation now. You know, I don't know how much you're gonna charge. I think it's something like rent of $5 or something a
I
month or
think
something like
yeah,
that.
between $5 and $7, I think, for the
Yeah.
7 days, something like that. But are you guys happy with paying that though, or do you reckon this PlayStation now should be implemented with your PS Plus service?
Yeah,
Well, well,
but it depends.
I would
Like,
say, I would say I would like them to implement it with a plus, but they're gonna lose money.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, with the problems they're having now, obviously they need to make money. But I mean, do you reckon this was in mind before all this happened? Well, we'll implement this with PS Plus because Sony said they will never charge gamers to play online. But obviously, with the PlayStation 4, obviously they've come up like with the Xbox Live. But I think if I was a Sony consumer, I'd want that PlayStation now integrated with PS Plus. I can't see. I can't see it coming to Xbox One anytime soon. I can't see backwards compatibility coming to Xbox One soon because it would be
Yeah.
hard. It would be hard to emulate the Power PC to the x86 because if that happened, you'd get games running at 10 frames a second.
Yeah.
So it would, which I mean, like,
Yeah. He be breakdancing.
unless they do it through like what they're implementing now with the cloud with the Azure
With
servers,
the
unless they
PlayStation,
do
yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
Hopefully, as you speak about the cloud, I can't say much about the cloud because they never. I hope at E3 they probably give out more information about the cloud. That's all I hope.
I think they should show that PAX instead and keep
Yeah,
our games.
yeah, I think there was a video dropped a couple of days ago. There was 2 Microsoft employees demonstrating the cloud and what it would do for games.
Yeah.
But I've noticed on Titanfall the
AI.
AI is a lot harder now, and they are a lot smarter from when the game dropped.
They
You
be
get
hacking.
yeah, you seem to
Well-
get killed now by a lot by the bots on
Yeah, he broke my neck.
yeah on Titanfall.
The cloud would have to come really good on
Yeah.
some stuff. Even though they explained why I said that, look at the game The Division. They said each person, right, is gonna have something different. The weather is going to be different for each and every single person, and that is really good for an RPG game. Serious.
Yeah,
And the
that's a good
server
idea.
will have to be maybe top notch. You understand? So
Yeah.
if this game is implementing this type of stuff, I got to see something far better that the cloud can do.
Mm.
Yeah. I think probably maybe Sunset Overdrive will use the cloud too.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You've got Sunset Overdrive, you've got Quantum Break, which is a game that I am looking forward to as well.
Yeah.
Um,
As long as it looks like that.
Yeah, Quantum Break looks amazing, but going with what Blazing just said, I think the more Sunset Overdrive will use the cloud a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that game.
How about what I thought they could have done? They could have also used the cloud to balance off the frame rate in a sense of like say like when you have a lot of zombies, they could have used that for the cloud, right? So it could have maybe the game up at 60 frames per second, you know?
I think they couldn't do this because remember I think the Xbox was rushed.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
yeah, the Xbox was rushed. That's what Daryl said. I mean, I think Daryl said there was one console coming out in 2013.
Yep.
What it was, because PlayStation 4, they had a release date. I reckon the Xbox One was supposed to come out February, March this year. That's what I think.
Do you think maybe they should have delayed the Xbox into February
yeah,
and then make all those games launch titles like Titanfall and stuff?
They couldn't
delayed
afford to do that. They couldn't afford to do that because the PlayStation sales now would be at 9 million.
Oh yeah, true.
That's so you get people who wanted the Xbox One, but would think, oh well, I want a next gen console, so I'm just going to buy the only next gen console. I mean, even though the Wii U is classed as next gen, but I mean, which the
Wii
PlayStation
who?
4 was that?
Sorry,
Yeah. So I mean, like it's like if that was me, I don't know whether I would have purchased one straight away, but if Xbox would have said, well, if they'd have come out and said, well, we're not dropping our console till February, March 2014, I think you'd get a lot of loyal
Yeah.
consumers wait for it because, as I say, the 360 and PS3 still rocking. They're still bringing out games. They're still,
Yeah.
So I just don't think Microsoft could have afforded.
Yeah. To let them get that lead.
So I do think it was rushed. That's why we've been having these problems with the UI, the dashboard freezing, and all that. And there's been like 60,000 updates since it's been launched. So that's why.
One thing I think Sony and Microsoft should have did, I think they really should have tried to get backwards compatibility to force all these people to hurry up and get their consoles faster.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm kind of mad that I can't play all my Xbox and games I have, like all my arcade games.
Yeah.
I really would like to have those right now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep plugging on my 360.
Mm.
And my-
See,
seconds.
I had
That's
my
how I like
360 going through my X1 through the HDMI. I don't have my TV on it, so if I just want to play a 360, I'll just go to TV and just boot a game up. So
My
Yeah,
son's
that's why I like
doing
the
the same
PlayStation
thing.
now.
yeah, so I mean,
Xbox is a little in trouble, but let's see what will happen. Because what I have like this, well, the maximum capacity is 1,000, right, friends?
Yeah.
On the PS4, and I got like over maybe 6 or something, and half of these people was on Xbox. They told me. I just keep on asking them, why did you go from Xbox to the PlayStation 4? And all they could tell me, it's just better. But I need a solid reason why.
yeah.
I think most of that was fear and peer pressure.
Well, could be.
And the fact that they figured everybody else was jumping on the 4, so they said, I don't want to be left alone, so I'm going to jump on it too.
Yeah, but we got to tell the truth. Xbox messed up real bad. It was their PR was horrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
They just
Yeah, and the best thing that they did was get rid of Don Matrick.
Yeah.
The best thing he said was the thing about if you guys don't like Always Online, buy 360.
Yeah, exactly. That was wrong what he said.
I was dying.
When I heard that, I just
I was laughing.
I mean, what is this guy thinking, man?
Yeah, but I
I
kinda
know what
think
he was
wasn't for the
thinking.
gamer.
He got cornered with that question and ain't had nothing else he could say, so he just said that shit.
They can just buy an Xbox 360.
I mean, you can't
That
say
was
that
funny.
when you're promoting one of your next-gen consoles and just, we'll just buy a 360 or stay with
Yeah.
360.
That was kind of like, remember when the PS3 was $600?
That's not a good. I mean, that is not a smart move to say. So, let's have a look. What else we've got? I think we've gone over backwards compatibility.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah. Do you reckon by the holiday season both sets of consoles will have a dramatic price drop?
Only the Xbox. Only the
Yeah. I think the PlayStation might put a bundle the camera.
Yeah. They might put a bundle. It's either with the camera or either with the Vita or all three of them together.
Yeah.
You talking about those
yeah.
Starbucks?
But they won't drop it.
The spot box.
They won't drop it because I can say they actually learned their lesson about bringing out the PSG for like how much now, $600 or $500.
It was $600.
$600. Yeah.
But you got to remember back then I think the technology was was not that great, so.
Anybody bought the PS3 day one?
Huh?
No way.
I was the day one buyer.
No.
I
I'm not a deal on back.
I didn't get it until they took out the whole backwards compatibility thing because I wanted it cheaper and I could care less about playing old games. So that's when I
Yeah,
jumped on it.
exactly. Yeah, me and my friends was like, why would I buy a next gen and I want to go and play old games back on it? It don't make sense.
Exactly.
They got me.
But that's just me. Other people, they like to play old games on their new system plus new games. But
They got
But,
me.
but I'm not saying that I don't like to play it, but if you want, according to the guide, go buy a PS3 to play your old games.
No, my God, that's the funniest thing. Oh, remember, remember Kaz Arai said the thing when they was asking him about PS3 being $600? And he said, well, get 2 jobs. You heard that? Yeah, he just said, look, man, I was dying. That's why I
Oh
was
my
laughing.
God.
That's why I laughed at Don Patrick.
Oh my God.
So he was the Don Matrick of that time.
Yeah, I was dying. He said, if you can't buy it, go get 2 jobs.
Jesus, man, Jesus. Brad, here's a question I want to ask you as a PS4 thing. Yeah? Are you enjoying the indie games on the PlayStation 4? Because I myself am an indie player. I've got loads of indies on my Xbox 360. And I know since the console's been released, you've had a free game. Is it every week you've had a free game? Every Tuesday?
Every Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Are you enjoying the games? Are you enjoying the indies, what they're giving to you?
Well, the indie game I enjoy the most right now is Resogun and Outlast.
Yeah.
Oh, Resogun's great.
Nah, dog, I'm not gonna play that game, man. The last time I played that game in the dark, I was like, what the hell no. I ain't gonna play that game, man. But what got me surprised though, when I heard it was an indies game, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Seriously? I see some of these indies developers, like, they're really pushing themselves to the extent that they want to bring something new to the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely can understand that.
You see from next month, or I think towards the end of this month, the Xbox One's getting indies as well now.
I think we get our first one the 8th. Don't we get that cyber suit game?
Oh
with
yeah,
the
we do, yeah.
Transformers?
Is that next week?
I think it's it the 8th, right?
Yeah, it might be the 8th plays, because I know what was it I seen the other day? I seen Mercenary Warriors, what's just dropped for the PS4.
Yeah.
That looks a hell of a fun game. I mean, as I say, I am into the indies, like like the old school games, but that looks a fun game. Towerfall looks fun, and you see these indies being rated. They're getting 90 odd, 96s, 97s off these gaming sites.
And the thing about it, the indies game is not easy, eh?
Yeah, they like the hard old school games.
They're hard. They're hard, like old school. They're hard.
Yeah.
Mercenary Kings reminded me of the Metal Slug series.
Oh my
That's
God,
right,
Contra.
yeah. Or something like Country, yeah.
Oh God, those are the days.
Oh, I know.
Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah. Remember when you just come home from a cartridge, you put it in your console, no updates, no installs, just play it.
Yeah.
No glitches, nothing.
Yeah. No
Yeah, they was perfect. They were perfect.
No frames per second. You just put it in and you
Yeah.
square edit, square leg.
Every game looked like indie games.
The only problem you had is just that you gotta blow the cartridges, man.
Yeah. Did they tell you that to put alcohol on them? I used to put alcohol on them.
Someone said that. Yeah, we were talking.
I got a Q-tip.
Yeah. You had to clean the things with alcohol, yeah, because sometimes it didn't read. It was just a black screen.
Did I have to take my punch out?
Yeah.
What used to kill the vibes was with 64. I went down. Well, it's not really a game shop. A fella used to bring in games, right?
Yeah.
And absolutely, yes, it was Donkey Kong Country for the 64, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, man, I'm gonna play some Donkey Kong. When I go home and I put in the cartridges and I see you need an extension pack. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, the red thing.
What? I said, what the hell going on, man?
That little red thing you put into the
I gotta go back by the fella and still paying extra money for an expansion pack. I said, man, come on.
Yeah. If you think about it, GameStop ripped you up back in the day too.
Yeah.
Remember the 18-bit memory cards? How much they used to cost?
Jesus. 18-bit.
That's back then. Remember, it used to be Funko Land.
Not like $40 or something like that, so something.
Yeah, GameStop was big in Funko Land.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, well, but you've covered all my topics there. I was just going to say now, what games are you looking forward to on each one? So I'm going to start with Blazing. What games are you looking forward to this year?
Oh God, so many. Now, first, I think Destiny looks pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a chance because I want my Halo fix. So, and I like co-op shooters, so I'm gonna give it Destiny.
Yeah.
Then the Order looks real cool because I like demon games, so you're slaying demons. I want to see more from Sunset Overdrive because I need more third-person games. That looks cool. And then I hope maybe we hear something about Killer Instinct Season 2.
Yeah. I believe it's going to have a story mode in it, huh?
Yeah, that's what I think it's the 9th.
Yeah. So, right, sorted. Brad, what games are you looking forward to this year?
Let's see. Hopefully Guilty Gear.
Feel
Excerpt.
And then Order. Hopefully, The Last Guardian will be shown at E3.
Yeah.
Hasn't The Last Guardian been worked on for about 9 years or something?
Yeah. They need to get that out.
And they just keep, when everyone asks them, they just keep dissing it. They just keep like changing the subject.
That should have been a launch title. That ain't gone.
That should have
Last
been.
of
Yeah,
Us.
it should.
The Last of Us should have been a launch title too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, The Last of Us. That's what I wanted to say. The Last of Us for the PS4. What is the reasoning for that? Do you think, Daryl? I'm going to ask you on this because this really intrigued me. Why bring a game out what's only just come out on the PS3 last year? Why bring it onto a next-gen console now? Because the graphics look sweet enough on the PS3.
You talking to me?
No, Daryl. I'm going to ask Daryl this one. Yeah.
About the Last of Us.
Yeah. About.
I'm the perfect person that you asked because once I knew the next gen systems was coming in, I didn't buy any games on the last.
Right. Yeah.
So
he was a.
I didn't try the Last of Us. So when
It's
it
the
comes
Tomb
out,
Raider game.
it'll be brand new for me.
Right. Right.
It should have been a launch title.
It's a money making process, you know, because I thought they want to bring Tomb Raider. They bring a definitive edition.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor. Well, I'm not too sure if it's true that the GTA 5 is going to come into next gen with better graphics and I guess with extra content.
That's a no-brainer. All the money you made.
And they probably might talk about The Last of Us maybe coming into the next gen and probably might speak about more about The Last of Us 2, you know, something like that.
Yeah. I think The Last of Us, what is it, The Last of Us, that last God of War session, and Beyond Two shows should have been launch titles for the PS4.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They should have pushed it back. They should have pushed them back like they did with Dead Rising 3.
And Rise.
Yeah, they should have pushed them back, and then maybe Gran Turismo 6 too.
Wasn't Rise supposed to be a Kinect game?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? Rise was supposed to be a Kinect game, wasn't
I
it?
gotta swing my arms around. See, I don't really like the Kinect games. Like D4 looks pretty cool. It's like a detective game. I like that, but I don't want to swing my arms around too much. I just want to sit down and play my game.
That's it, yeah, with a controller in your hand, like old school.
But D4 look cool, you know, that detective game from the guy who made Deadly Premonitions?
Yeah.
When you interact with the clues and stuff, that looks pretty cool. But other than that, I think yeah, D4. The game from the guy who made Deadly Premonitions.
I'm not sold on that.
Well, I know you guys been talking about games, right? And I'm pretty much surprised none of you guys never really mentioned the crew.
Oh, yeah.
You might have just said that, but I was thinking it. I just
because it got the Watch Dogs, so I forgot about it.
Because I think the crew gonna get pushed back too.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, I hope they don't push it back because, to be honest, this Need for Speed that they bring out was the most ridiculous, the most I would never even buy a Need for Speed game anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
that is one of
like
the
to
worst
say
Need
this.
for Speed games
I like
they
to
ever
just-
bring out.
Yeah.
I like
Make
to
that
say
burn
this. I like to get your gamer tag so when the crew come out, I can run you off the road.
Yeah.
Because the only good Need for Speed game they actually bring out that was in 2012. That was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Oh.
Yeah.
The one for
Well,
PS2 was
one
great
thing
too.
I like about that, you got your own lobby. You can go into specific games that you want. You understand? But in these games, they're forcing you to go into games that you don't want. That's a problem.
See, if you think about this now, if you think of Ubisoft, right, they're one of the busiest studios this year. They've got the crew coming.
No
Yeah.
more Assassin's
They've
Creed.
got Watch Dogs. They've got the new Assassin's Creed, and they've got the Division.
And they got Child of Light.
They're one of the busiest studios what are working on these titles now. So and I mean with Ubisoft games, their games are gorgeous. With the new Assassin's Creed, they've got a new engine for that. They've got a new engine for Watch Dogs, and they've got their own Snowdrop engine for the Division.
Oh my God, Division gonna be Game of the Year 2015.
But one problem with Ubisoft that, like I see, the games are not so graphical in a sense of very high. The only game I see that have really graphics was the division alone.
Yeah, if it's not downgraded.
Even if you
Oh
look
man,
at,
he had to say that.
I'm sorry, but you know that Watch Dogs, you have to think about it.
well, remember, that's just a rumor, right? So I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, you know what these developers should do? They should stop trying to. Maybe they should lower the expectations, but maybe show like a crappy trailer, so you be like, "Oh, the game sucks," and then come out with a big trailer. Like they should show a crappy trailer, like maybe make the game look crappy.
Yeah, and then
Like,
when it comes out, you think, yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
and then when it come out, it'd be like crazy graphics.
reverse psychology.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
question:
that would work. That would work for me.
Yeah.
what are you guys thinking about EA? Well, let's forget EA.
EA. Oh, the,
Studio you give to make a Need for Speed Underground 3? Whose studio would you think do a good job for making Underground 3?
Oh man. The Burnout Studio made that last Need for Speed, right?
Yeah, but I think they linked to EA. That's why I say forget about it. Is because you remember Black Box was the one that make Most Wanted and Underground.
Yeah, but did they go under?
Huh?
Did they still in business, right?
I'm not too sure, but Centurion take over like all the Need for Speed. So mostly all the Need for Speed now is like just like Burnout games.
Yeah, they changed. They lost identity.
What I think EA should do, they should give another studio
A chance.
to make it. Because Centurion is not doing a good job.
Yeah, Ascension should make a new Burnout. Make it just like Burnout 3.
Yeah. Forget about Need for Speed.
Yeah, they need to change it back how it was. Like with the PS2 version.
But basically, we do not have any racing games for next gen, and that is bad.
Yeah. Forza looks alright, but it lacked content.
Only the crew alone, and I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah, the crew look cool.
yeah, the Crew looks one of them games where, as soon as I saw the Crew, I thought, hey, you know, this
Cool.
got me attention. It was like you can race with your friends, an open world racer. This is going to be fun. This, like I say, I was a fan of the Need for Speed, but it sort of dropped off a bit. But I mean, this Crew really got me hyped. I mean, that's even another game what got delayed and delayed again. So I think that was supposed to be a launch title on both titles.
Damn, Watch Dogs.
Yeah. So.
What made me like the game a lot? You could actually build your vehicle from scratch.
Hang on a minute, we've got Cyan Knight join the call now.
Yeah.
You know who?
Cyan Knight, Kev.
Okay.
Kev from Battlefield.
Yeah, like I said, what I like about it,
feedback. Let me turn this down.
you can build your car from scratch, right down
Yeah.
to the chassis in the crew. And that is something they bring back, like just almost in a sense of underground, where you could have put on parts or all different parts inside the car. No, these driving games, they don't have that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Crew if they made it like Twisted Metal, like you could power ups and shit, like missiles?
I
think
think
that'd
they should
be
make that a mode,
Yeah, like you get missiles and stuff.
but not like the whole.
Shit, really that loud?
Bring back Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal was a good game.
I love the. My favorite was 2.
I like Twisted Metal. Was just
Somebody else playing Mercenary Kings or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm one to like. I thought it was my surround sound. That's why I turned my sound all the way down.
Playing, yeah.
That game is hard. Hard, man.
Just cause y'all poor.
Yeah.
You got money, you ain't gonna have no problem in the game.
What made
I
me
got about
a
30,
it's up to
4,000.
4 You got like 4 player, but if one person keeps dying, man, like the whole game is over.
Yeah, like Dark Souls is hard too.
That's poor people talk. Like I said, I got 34,000 in the bank right now.
In what, Kev?
You say what? Oh, in Mercenary Kings.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what James was talking about before. He's been playing that, and Brad's been playing it. Brad's a PS4 user as well.
Yeah.
We were just talking about oh yeah, right. we're talking about E3. what sort of games what sort of bombs do you think Sony are going to drop and Xbox are going to drop this year?
I don't know. As far as my sources go, I just know it's a lot of unannounced games. One of them to be a retro game, but I don't know what that game is.
Yeah.
Blinks the cat.
You say what?
Blinks the cat.
It ain't Blink the Cat. Ain't no Blink the Cat, nothing like that. But yeah, it's a few retro franchises. I guess one of them that hasn't been revisited for a while. So.
Shenmue.
Shenmue, no, you see, there's a lot of rumors going about Shenmue.
They are saying it a lot.
Yeah, doing yeah.
I mean, it could be. I mean, Mark Cerny did do a translation for what's his name, Su Yuzuki or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility.
What retro game would you guys like to see come back?
Whoa.
Legend of Dragoon.
Oh, you said that. I was about to say that. Rose is the best character.
I like Dart. I'll stick to the original. Well, I know that ain't gonna happen because I know Nintendo pretty much got rights to that with that X game. But Xenogears. Nah, Xenogears.
You and my friend. Me and my friend argue about this all the time about Xenogears and Xeno Saga.
Yeah, man. I'd rather Xenogears than the Saga.
Yeah, they both were great.
Oh wow.
I want Snowboard Kids. So many games I want that. A new Manhunt. Remember Manhunt PS2?
Oh shit. Really? Y'all just gonna do me like that?
You see what?
PS2 Manhunt would be decent.
That game was sick.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that at E3 last year. They haven't given any info about Shadow of the Beast.
Oh yeah.
I want to see at least a gameplay of that for E3 this year.
Yeah, they're gonna show that this year.
Yeah. For the indie games that I cared about, I really wish that they would have been coming out soon. It's the games that at least are noteworthy on the indie tips is coming out late, like Transistor. That's done by the guys who did Bash, and I love that game, and that shit ain't coming out till later.
They need some time.
Man, how much time do y'all need? Damn. I feel if it shouldn't come out within that year, ain't no point in even announcing that shit. Yeah, get you hyped up. You thinking it's gonna come that year, or
I agree.
A year to a year and a half. But if you know that shit ain't coming out for 3 years or something, or 2 years, then don't even bother mentioning that shit to me. Seriously.
Yeah. They want you real hype.
Yeah. Both sides do that too, man. Halo. I honestly don't think that's coming out this year. That's what.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, that to get you hype.
Besides Titanfall, that was the only thing I was honestly looking forward to on the Xbox side and whatnot, as far as immediacy,
Yeah.
Which
Me,
one
I had
is not coming out because they got a rumor that 2 is coming out and 5.
Nah.
I mean, that's cool, but I mean, if it do, that's cool. But I want the next gen Halo. I probably will still pick it up because I'm a Halo whore.
Yeah.
Well, you can forget about Halo 5. That definitely ain't gonna come out till next year.
Yeah, that's not coming out. Division is gonna be delayed.
I mean, certain games I don't want them to come out so soon because if they rush, then it ain't gonna be good. Like when Cass was talking about Uncharted coming this year, I'm like, nah, man, I'd rather that shit
take its time.
2015.
Nobody ready for that, man. People gonna get a heart attack.
I think Halo will be pushed till next year. Obviously, with Destiny.
Yeah. If they show Halo 2 remake, I'm gonna have a fit.
Man, if Destiny and if Halo came out this year and Destiny is as good as it is pretty much expected to be, and Halo isn't as good,
that's gonna be. That's one reason I think they're gonna delay Halo 5 because it's gotta go against Titanfall and it had to go against Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't do that. They won't do that.
Yeah, that's why. Imagine if Division when it came out this year, we'd have had to pick from Division, that, and Destiny.
See, that's what I mean. That Division is one of them games. What has got me? It's got me focused on that now. It's got me really interested in that.
That game looks crazy.
Yeah. And I just hope they don't delay that till next year.
That's a guaranteed delay.
One indie game that got me pumped and I see was really worth it is No Man's Land. I got it.
Yeah.
Mm.
No Man's Land.
That's what's that Time Force game look cool? It's like a side scroller. You control time. I think it's
Huh?
Time
Super
Force.
time for us. Yeah, man. Cats who be all against indies, man. I don't know what's wrong with those folks, but I'm geek for that. Fuck all that
Yeah.
crazy crap.
Yeah, I know. People
I
just hate
really
that.
don't-
Forward to the Xbox Indies, man. I'm looking forward to what games are going to drop for the Xbox Indies.
Bring back
I
Castle
don't-
Crashes.
I really
Super
don't
time
think
for us.
people-
If they do Castle Crashes, I know my fiance will love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Castle Crashes, yeah. Classic.
I really don't think that the people are against indie. I just think that
It's
people
these
are like,
younger
I'm not
kids.
buying my console just to play indie.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
You think it's these younger kids?
who Metal Slug belongs to?
Ain't that
Yeah.
oh my God, Claymore?
Um,
No.
you don't think they should bring that back?
Yes, that and Contra.
Damn, I need that right now. I'm about to die. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Contra was cool, man. Contra was cool.
Me, I would bankrupt that country. I would bankrupt Sony and Microsoft. I'll tell them bring back everything.
Yeah. That's the trouble with these days. You see, a lot of these new cats in gaming now. I mean, they're not. They're all.
Disrespectful
They haven't
to
grown up on games like what we played as kids. They've not played on games like that. All they see now is the 3D and all this and the cinematics.
Most kids today first console was 360 and PS3.
True.
Yeah.
My first console was the Atari 2600. With
Uh,
Ah,
I wish I had one.
Man, ancient shit.
hey,
Pac-Man,
yeah,
7 Speed, Pitfall.
yeah.
You
You
know,
and I would have been arguing back then. My first console was the Intellivision.
yeah, we were talking about this. You and I.
yeah.
You were telling me. Yeah. Oh, Kev, do you remember that?
What?
What was that, Darryl? What you said?
The Intellivision.
Television.
Nah, I was born in '83, player.
Oh,
that sounds like something that was before '83. I'm just saying, man. I ain't trying to say you old, but that's before when I was aware of any game.
Yeah, my first
I am
console was
old.
Nintendo.
I'm just playing with you. I am old. I'm probably the oldest one in this podcast.
But that right.
Before to get over there.
Yeah.
So Matt, we was talking about our prediction at E3 and what would you like to see and what IP that you're looking for.
What IP I would like to see?
Yeah, like any old IPs, any new things, like Order.
I don't really know. Like anything that would, bring back memories. Crash Bandicoot would be one.
Crash Bandicoot. I was going to say that before, yeah.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
I thought Crash Bandicoot would have been PS4 exclusive.
There's so many games. I mean, they could probably bring back, but
Get away.
all the new IPs and stuff that's coming, the whole Watch Dogs and all that. I mean, that's to be expected at E3, but I'm more looking like for a game like
Oh man, I'm fucking up.
this is hopeful thinking, but something kind of like would give me a nostalgic feeling like Mega Man or something.
Yeah.
You need to play Mercenary Kings. I mean, this is like nostalgia, like Metal Slug and shit like that.
Nah.
Mega Man.
Metal Slug was
I
great.
mean, it's a good try. Can't talk Metal Slug now.
So,
That's
earlier
fucking
on, they asked a question: would Derek impact gaming for Xbox in the next few years?
Wait, what was that again?
Earlier on, they asked a question right about Direct X12. Would it impact in the Xbox in a very good positive way?
Could the Xbox One even handle DirectX Pro?
Well, like I said, I think at E3, Xbox are going to show a Gears of War trailer. They're going to show Halo 5, a bit of gameplay, I think, on that.
Oh God.
Yeah, if I see gameplay, it's cool, but I just don't want it to come this year.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
I think they're going to
Yeah,
show
I
PS5
agree.
gameplay. I think that's a big.
They better show Arbiter.
And what about that Japanese RPG? Is it gonna be some Lost Odyssey or something? Like, I mean,
I heard it was
that's the
it might
only
be
studio
two.
they got.
It's Walker.
I mean, they might get more. You never know. I mean, they said they're gonna be bringing the games this year, so
Yeah.
let's hope that they don't.
know
They
what?
I think they got rid of all the douchebags. Don Matrix gone, so
Oh god.
We're just talking about it. Yeah, we was talking about that.
You said you can't play. If you don't have an online connection, buy 360.
Phil Spencer's already working at the studio as well. He's got rid of was it 2 or 3 devs? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like he's like more focused on game side rather than the TV. And I think it's Phil Spencer's the right man for the job now. He's
Yeah.
yeah, I don't got no problem with dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they're getting rid of the douchebag, so I ain't got no problem with Microsoft. Man.
Don
you mean,
Matrix
Don
is gone,
Matrix?
motherfuckers. Deal
That
with
was funny when he said that
That
about
was
the
a quote of the century, man. Just buy an Xbox 360, you know?
That's the
Yeah.
funniest thing ever since that Kazurai statement.
on Matrix there. Buy a 360 then.
Yeah, if you can't play online, buy 360 then.
Yeah,
That's
but
for
I
you.
mean, didn't like Sony said the same thing about the PS3? If you can't afford it, get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I wasn't even paying attention to the
Kazurai.
yeah,
No,
to him.
no, he
then.
said-
I didn't
he
even know
said
they
it
said
was
some
very-
ignorant shit like that.
He did. He was like, if you don't have enough money,
Japanese
get two
accent, so
jobs.
nobody understood what he really meant. Like, you had to go back to really hear, if he said that or not.
That was funny. I think that's one of the funniest game quotes next to Reggie, my body ready.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a rumor that at E3 that Sony's gonna bring Don Matrick out and he's gonna be the CEO of the company.
That's what-
I swear to God,
That
if
would
they-
be hilarious.
Oh God, yeah, Daryl, no chance. Did he go to was it Zynga or something like that?
It's
Some-
Zynga or something.
Some crazy
Zumba.
fanboy is going to come into the building and try to blow that shit up.
Yeah. Nintendo should do that. They should hire Jack Trenton.
Oh
Nah,
no,
he's gonna get
Jack
booed
Tretton
off
was
the
good.
stage. He's gonna
Jack
get
Tretton
booed
was
off
a
the
good dude. It was a good dude for Sony, Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he
it'd be funny if
was.
he, it'd be funny if he come out on Nintendo stage with a Mario shirt.
Yo,
Yeah.
I don't even care if he can't hear me. Like, I'm just gonna be watching my screen and be like, "Boo! Get the fuck off the stage."
And no love for Jack, huh?
Oh man.
And
Jack was it was a good Sony dude. Jack, it was there
Yeah,
for
Jack Turner was
You know,
alright.
He was there since PlayStation.
yeah,
Right, he
yeah.
wasn't a douchebag. He was a pretty smooth guy. He
He
dodged
was.
questions well and all that good shit.
He interacted
But
with the
even-
consumers as well. He interacted with the actual PlayStation players as well. So that's what I liked about him. You get a lot of these
Yeah.
CEOs now. They don't give a shit. All they're bothered
Yeah.
about is money. You see,
Like Don Matrix, he didn't talk to you either.
no, well, this is what I'm saying now. Phil Spencer it reminds me of Jack Tretton. He always wants best for the players.
Yeah.
Like, he wants best for the consumers. He likes to listen to. Like,
Sony need to hire another guy. They need like a Steve Jobs, like a guy like that.
Who actually replaced Kev? Who actually replaced Jack?
The
It was
guy
something
that
like-
they replaced him with his name is Sean Layton.
Ah, right. Has he
I gotta
been
look him
Sony
up.
for a bit?
He's been with the company for a while. I heard he was a pretty cool guy.
Right.
Like I said, the information I be getting from my folks over at Sony that I do know, they said he's a pretty cool guy. He's a gamer too, so.
All right. Well, that's it then.
They should hire all gamers.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, that's what I like about Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
He's a gamer.
Thank God they didn't put Elop in charge of
All I
Xbox.
hope is
Oh,
like they play games. I hope they play games and not cell phone games. Like,
Like
Yeah.
Don Matrick is a gamer, but he plays cell phone games.
yeah.
Mm.
That's why he went to Zynga.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Any of you guys ever been disrespected by like one of these new school gamers? Like these 16-year-olds trying to tell you about gaming?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
All the
You
time.
said disrespected? I mean,
You like he disrespects you and stuff, talking about he know more about gaming and he's 16.
Oh yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like, they would say, oh, Halo 4 is the best game ever. And I'm just like, what?
They've never played games. They've never played Gamans. They've never played.
Yeah, they miss everything. They miss Mega Man Legends, Tron Bond.
If you ask them, you ever play Doom? They're gonna be like,
What is Doom?
Doom 3?
what's that?
Oh man.
They think Mario now looks like what he does now on the Wii U. Don't know he had a square head.
Yeah,
I mean, Mario looked decent on the Wii U though. I mean, have you on 3D World?
No,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All these young cats think that's what Mario is now. That's what they think he's always been like that.
The most built game in the universe.
Yeah, they missed everything. They missed the Dreamcast, missed Sega, missed the 90s fighting game boom.
Rumble Roses, Dreamcast.
Okay, Project Justice.
Well, yeah, a game I wanted back. Well, yeah,
Oh, man.
that question I can answer that question now. A game that I wanted E3 if they brought it back is Bloody Raw.
Oh man,
That'd be love.
Yes.
oh man, that was
for the
great.
PS4, I heard.
But who? I heard something like that, but I don't know because I don't know who owns the rights to Hudson.
Yeah, they
You think they would
said
get
they
Amco to do that?
from Hudson,
I
but
heard that was
Yeah, it was Hudson that owns
exclusive
it.
for the PS4.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too. Sony should buy that.
Bloody Raw.
Yo, so that means a few of y'all got to cross over for those who only got Xboxes.
Now I've always been a multi-console owner.
How do you feel about Capcom dying everywhere?
Yes. I mean, they did pretty good with the downloaded games. Twilight is a beast. I still got to finish that.
I mean, Street Fighter can't save you. It can't.
Oh man.
I mean, but Street Fighter ain't bad. I don't know.
You think they got announced Street Fighter 5?
Nah.
Hell no, that'd be
I
counterproductive.
believe it's not a probable move to like just say you
Yeah,
want to
because
go
they
after
pushing Ultra hard right now.
Yeah,
They ain't
I
gonna
think they
be
should port
that
Ultra.
stupid.
They should port Ultra and sell it for like $40 or something, $30.
Yeah, I mean like Resident Evil 7, I have little hopes for that game because what they transformed it into, so now you gotta cater for both fans of I guess
horror
action games and fucking horror. You can never go back now.
Co-op. What's your favorite Resident Evil?
Oh.
My favorite Resident Evil would be 2 and 4.
Oh, I love 2.
For me, it's going to be 5. For me, in Africa.
Yeah. All the rest. I like 2. I like 2, 3, and 4.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Anybody beat 3?
3?
No, I never beat 3.
The only thing I hate about Resident Evil 3 is the part at the end when you had to do the thing. We had to mix the chemicals. We had to do the little music note.
That was a bitch.
I had to my brother had to do it for me.
Yeah, that was a bitch.
That's the one where she cheated on Tom.
Oh, mate. So it took nearly 3 months to Assassin's Creed 4.
Yeah.
Get everything 100%.
And Assassin's Creed Unity.
I mean, I don't really care for Assassin's Creed like that. I just started on what's that? The Freedom Cry. I downloaded that, but I haven't even played it yet.
My problem with Assassin's Creed is no matter how much like I look at it and say, you know what, this shit is old. I always seem to have the game with me for some reason. Like I just end up buying it because it's a thing.
Yeah, that's
like,
a thing.
You don't like the game too much, but it's like this thing. You just buy it. I don't know, man. Maybe they're doing some magic, some black magic or something, man.
Yeah. I think they should try to make some new IPs.
Ubisoft is trying their hardest. I mean, like they come out with the Crew, the Division, the this, the that. You know?
That Child of Light look cool.
What do you guys think about the Goat Simulator?
I don't even know what to say about that.
You said as far as what was the question?
I said, what do you guys think about the Goat Simulator, the new game?
Oh, that crap. I don't know. I'm not a. I guess the PC fans are loving it, but I don't see the hype in it.
Say, like if I got drunk, if I smoke a lot of weed, then maybe I might talk about Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator.
Maybe it's a game when you get like I think only high people play that shit. Like, when Greggy was talking about it on IGN, I swear, he had a couple drinks before he started talking about Goat Simulator because ain't nobody
Goat
talk
Simulator.
about Goat Simulator.
Yeah.
I think them guys are pretty happy about that game.
Yeah.
I find he like, he's going overboard. Oh, Goat Simulator, yeah,
Goat
yeah.
Simulator.
What?
How many of you baseball fans in it?
Is Gran Turismo 6 getting a port to PS4? Because I saw like a couple of stuff.
I remember when the PS4 was first being advertised, even though it was like a mock-up of the OS, they had like Gran Turismo like in the store or whatever. But I guess that was pretty much irrelevant. I don't know. Like I don't care for those games. I'm a different kind of PlayStation fan. You know what I'm saying?
You old school.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
to be
I'm
honest,
more the
I mean,
action
like,
RPG type cat.
Yeah.
What you guys think about Wolfenstein, the new order?
Oh,
I don't know. That game look like it could be fun. Like that's a game you're gonna play for like 5 minutes.
Is that a must buy?
it's okay. No.
I don't think it should be $60 though.
Now, you see, like somebody already shot it down. That's it.
I'm not hating on the game, but I think it should be.
No, I know you're not hating on it. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, you already think it's not even worth $60.
It's just like saying Titanfall movie for
The reason I'm
$60.
buying it is because I want the Doom data.
At least it's not hype. I mean, it would be nice if it's not hype and it came out to be an amazing game.
Yeah. It must be good. They delayed it, right?
I mean, PlayStation 4 is like releasing a lot of games under the radar. Like Dynasty Warriors came out. Nobody even knew that existed.
Yeah, I knew it existed, but I don't care for it, so I ain't even entertaining it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, you gotta get their own taste, so I don't
I
know.
kinda like those games for some reason. Like Dynasty Warriors Gundam.
I like killing 100 dudes. I mean,
Yeah, there's something fun about it. Just killing mindless enemies.
yeah, just killing mindless enemies.
Yeah, I played it PlayStation and I was addicted, and I just kept buying all of them for no reason.
So you say you like RPGs. Is it Saiyan?
Saiyan Knight, yeah.
It has to be Saiyan.
Yeah.
So you like RPGs. What's your favorite RPG?
Oh my god.
Xenogears.
Xenogears?
Yeah.
You ever,
Good taste, man.
you ever play Digital Devil
Exactly.
Saga for PS2?
Nah. That was for PS2, right? Like
Yeah,
towards the end of the life cycle.
Yeah, you got to pick it up. It's great. I bought it off the internet. It was a great game.
I'm like a Square Enix whore, I guess, cause like
Dragon Quest.
yeah, like anything that Square Enix did, I pretty much love to death. Like I like Star Ocean. Well, that's not through Square Enix anymore, is it?
Do you like
Well,
Square
Square Enix.
It is now.
Do you like
It was
Square
It's called Squaresoft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when they made it.
So it's called Enix now. And
I think
Enix
Square
has-
Enix need to try to get back to the old days when they used to pump out like more RPGs.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
in love
yeah,
with
that-
Final Fantasy or Remy Bond, so
We're waiting on Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, you know what they
Yeah.
should do? They should make a Final Fantasy VII remake.
No. I personally think it's not a good choice to make a remake because
You want something new?
I think the game is too big. Like personally, like
Yeah.
the game is too big. It's too long. It takes too much resources to make. Like I could see why Square Enix doesn't want to go through that and then like have half of the fans buy it because that's really who is gonna buy it is those who really
That's
care
true.
about Final Fantasy VII.
Me, I'll buy that in a heartbeat.
I mean, number 2, Final Fantasy VII didn't have a good story. It is what it is.
Wait, what?
I just want to do like Advent
Final
Children.
Fantasy VII didn't have a good story. It didn't have
no.
one. It was just like
What's your
Emo
favorite Final
dude,
Fantasy?
go fight Sephiroth, talk about Genova. That's it. It wasn't really something amazing. It was just like, okay, yeah, we get good graphics. It's kind of like that dilemma that Infamous Second Son went through, where it sold a lot, but the story ain't that great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, 7 is not that great. The fanboys can rage. That's up to them.
What's your favorite Final
It's
Fantasy?
not that great. There's a reason why 10 has a remaster and 7 doesn't.
I think 10 was good too, but 10-2 was
Yeah, 10
it
was
alright.
good. I like 10. I like 10. I like 7, 8, and 10. I didn't care for 9.
10
Yeah.
was a joke.
Oh my
That's
God.
the
Yeah, it
worst
was.
Final Fantasy ever.
Yeah. Orin is a bad. I think Orin is one of my favorite Final Fantasy.
People say 13 was bad, but if anybody has played 10 teams, you will know that.
Yeah, because they had them different. They had like them dancing.
The dance, the
it was a
fucking
pop
dress
show.
spare. What the fuck is
Yeah.
a gun mage? What the fuck is
Well, actually, that was the only good thing about it. The gun mage was the only good thing in my opinion. I didn't care for that singing and all that other shit. But that gun mage was
like
dope.
the whole thing where she transformed into a flower? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really?
Final Fantasy 15. What do you think they'll ever make another Final Fantasy?
I think they make a 15.
What you mean? I didn't make it another one. Yeah, 15.
They had 3 in the works. Like they had the 13 that turned into 15, the Agito,
Yeah.
and the Type 0.
Yeah, that was for like handhelds though. I think that was for like Game Boy or something.
Don't know what happened to that.
For Final Fantasy 16, they should do something like where all the characters, like they should do something like all the characters work together. Kind of like what they did with Tales of Symphonia.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, like it'd be something like Sephiroth get some kind of power. He can alter dimensions or something.
The 2 dudes that's gonna be the best at that is probably Sephiroth and some other dude from Final Fantasy 4.
Oh my God, I know my team already.
Talking about that.
Did they have any Tales games for Xbox?
One, Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah, they didn't sell too well, and that's why they stopped making them on the Xbox.
Yeah.
One thing Microsoft should do, you know how Sony started buying American companies? Microsoft needs to start buying some Japanese companies and start really investing in these RPGs.
Nah, they won't get anybody.
They're not gonna do that.
Like, you know. Maybe it's
You know what I think this Microsoft should do? I know they would never do it, but they should buy Konami, because then they'll get Metal Gear, and then they'll get that soccer game. And you know, soccer's one of the most popular sports games around. It beat Madden. FIFA does. They can get that.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Pro Evolution Soccer is a beast,
because if they pump that game up, they can make a contender with FIFA. If they can get the right character people.
Pro Evolution Soccer, the reason why it's not making money as how it should, because EA have a license for most people.
That's what happened to Madden. Bring back 2K.
Yeah,
I
think that would be good.
10-minute game.
Yeah, I think it would be good to maybe buy Konami. Like, but isn't Konami more like geared towards PlayStation?
Yeah.
Is it really good? It's like saying Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Everybody say, oh, it's a multi-plat, but I see Kingdom Hearts more as an exclusive because that's where its fan base is at PlayStation, and that's where part 2 and part 2 and part 1 is at, and like nobody ain't really thinking like, okay, what about the Xbox? They're gonna get part 1 and part 2 to really know what's going down.
Now they don't really care. I agree, but it's still maybe for people that want to play it.
Well, there's a whole bunch of people on Xbox who claim they can't wait till that game come out.
And they won't know. They won't know what the fuck is up.
I ain't trying to throw shade, but honestly, it's gonna be the same situation as with Metal Gear. Like honestly, it's gonna wind up. It's gonna sell more on the PS4 because it was already expected to be on PS4.
I agree with that.
You know what I call that? You know how like when the BioShock and Mass Effect was Xbox games, and then they came to PS3 later?
Yeah, they sell more on the Xbox.
It's
right.
the same thing. It's associated. It's years of association. Like if I see, like when I first saw Resident Evil on Xbox, I was thinking about buying it on PS2. I mean, a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good they branch out. I think they should buy Sega too, because look, think about they will get Power Stone, Crazy Taxi, all them classics.
They can get Shining Force, man. I miss Shining Force.
Oh my God, Sega, what are you doing? Bring back your classic game.
They could, but to them, they're gonna see it like,
but that in Japan it'll be alright. Capcom, what's Capcom doing? Bring back its classics. Bring back rival schools.
Oh yeah.
They should bring NBA Jam. That's what they need to do.
Capcom, where's Capcom at?
Right now they're all like
they broke.
Yeah.
Everybody is
Like for real, they only got enough for like with online games, so they ain't finna be doing
Yeah.
too much.
we only got it like for one game. If they had to make one game, I'm guessing that's why they're putting all their hope into this Mystic Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Like
I
their
think they should
past
make a
properties.
mega Street Fighter. Like have all the Capcom characters on it. Get like versus SNK versus like Marvel. Something crazy.
It would be nice if they did that.
Resident Evil 7 or what Capcom and anyway.
Yeah.
What,
That's something
Lily?
crazy.
It would be nice if they
So
did
by the end of the year, if we can launch prediction, who do you think gonna sell the most copies?
that. For what?
By the end of this year, a prediction. Who do you think will sell the most copies?
Most
I
pop-
think PlayStation probably gonna still have the lead, but I think by December Xbox is gonna be a little bit closer.
I'll say the E3 will determine, but right now, yeah, PlayStation. So
Yeah, I think PlayStation gonna be in the lead for a while until Xbox.
I think PlayStation just gonna be in the lead all the way. Like
Nah, I don't think all the way.
it's impossible.
No, this is
I should say
It's
that.
impossible for them to fuck up if they have
No,
all the
they're gonna
Japanese
lose.
audience
They're
on
gonna
the
lose
side.
steam.
Hey, I wouldn't say that because remember at one time the 360 had a whole year on PlayStation
And
3. Look what
PS2
happened.
3 came back. See, you know what it's like?
Yeah, but
Like-
think about this though. Who publishers does Microsoft have? And look at the publishers that PlayStation has. Who has the better
but that's true.
publishers, the better the developers? I'm not saying Xbox don't have good developers.
But if
But-
they can, it's if they can make those games.
That's
now.
what I'm
They
saying.
don't
They
have the money.
have too much of an advantage to fuck up.
Nah, I don't think that's that bad.
But
It's
you-
reversed
But
now. I think.
you also gotta look at it this way. Like the Sony guy say, the PlayStation's all about just the games, and the Xbox
about
is an
graphics.
entertainment system. My brother,
Yeah.
he's not into gaming at all, and he went out and bought an Xbox after he could see what it did over my house.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's a
and then he
fanboy
went out and
thought.
bought some games.
I mean,
So,
we could have the Wii situation where the Xbox sells more, but